celebrate all of these donors who went into the museum over the last 10 years that I've been doing it. First, I want to thank the National Balloon Classic for letting us use this building. It's working out a little bit easier because of the number of people that we have here today. I do just want to mention that if it gets loud at all, the Classic is still running. They're still working in the office. Things are still happening out here. So if it gets a little noisy, let's try to give them the props for that. All right, well, first off, I'd like to introduce the president of the board of directors of the National Balloon Museum, Ms. Marlene Wall. While Marlene makes her way up here, who's here as the board of directors from the National Balloon Museum? Myself, Benny Anderson, Eric, can you stand up? Eric Martin, Benny Anderson, I think that's all of us that are here from the National Balloon Museum.
Hello, hello, hello. So glad to have you. Can you hear me now? You know, I always talk about the 10 days called Old Home Week. And you know what? The pilots is the ones that decided they needed to call Old Home Week because it was so nice to get back home from the year before. And so, in the Nolan, the pilots did back in 1970, you know, and so we carried through it, or I have carried through it almost 51 years. Can you believe that? There is a person I really want to introduce that joined Maxine Lyman, and she was the one that traveled with the United States, Europe, and bought items for the museum, which the museum we didn't have. We moved from house to house, whatever, you know. And that person happens to be Becky Wingland. And as Maxine retired, she said, Becky, would you like to do this? Becky said, I sure would. And that was back in '03. And so, Becky is very knowledgeable about a lot of things, travels the world to find everything she needs to know about how they're pilots. And Maxine thought, well, okay, that sounds good. I think I really want to retire. So when Becky took over, she sat there, thought about the BFA, and thought about all those pilots that had won all of these awards, and nobody ever acknowledged it. And so she thought, well, how about making an organization or organizing one with my ideas, the Hall of Fame. And that's how the BFA came up with the Hall of Fame, with all of these neat pilots and so many records. And I think it's very important that everybody comes to the museum and really takes a good look at it, because you can't believe everything from the 1800s to right up to date. So come on down. But I would like to introduce Becky. Are you here? There she is. Come on over. I've admired her all these years. I haven't been president all that long. But when each year begins, January, she starts preparing for this event, along with 3 or 4 college students from Simpson, and you know, they're all volunteer. And I always think, she does that 12 hours every day, and she's finally finished June 30th. So give her a big round of applause. Thanks very much. Thanks for having us, and appreciate this big building, and we're all sit down and relax.
Well, I'm glad to see you all found the right place, including Mr. Bussey. I was a little worried, but Kathy got him here, and on time. He was still in the museum at 1 o'clock. Anyway, I want to welcome you. I have enjoyed this reunion so much. I went to the dinner last night and I learned all about Up and Away and Morton Graham and all the shenanigans he and Steve Langer got into. They're even more than we have around here. That was exciting. And I've been in ballooning technically since '77, and some of the things I did not know, but most of them I did, and it's so much fun to have you guys come back. And it shouldn't have to be another 40 years. So, but after this, when you're finished, and we're going to go alphabetical order so you can figure out who it is. And then afterwards, we have to straighten all the chairs and everything, and we're going to go down to the museum, because some of you still haven't been there. And we have a lot of new things and a lot of old things. And then I'm going to give you a tour, and then we're going to do a video of early ballooning and talk about the early nationals, and because you guys got the good stories. These young pilots, they haven't lived long enough. So I'm inviting all the reunion people, plus all the Hall of Famers and their representatives to come back, and we're going to talk turkey. So thank you for coming, and thanks NBC for letting us use this. This is because with 5 people, we just didn't have enough room for all of these people. Especially when Jaworski has a whole table. Oh, and they didn't even let you sit there. Anyway, he told me, he said, you saved me 35 chairs. I will not, I have enough to do. So he got his nephew too, so he's in charge. Anyway, thank you for coming, and we will continue.
Thanks, Becky. A couple things I want to go through first. The BFA board members that are here, I think I saw Tim Floyd. There he is. Tim Floyd is the North Central Regional Director for the BFA. He's in the last leg of his term. So board members serve 2 3-year terms, and Tim served 2 3-year terms, and also served as the secretary of the board. So let's give Tim a I know we've got a couple of former board members here too. Sherry White was the president of the BFA board for 2 years or 3 years? 2 years. And I don't know if there's any other former board members here besides that. Oh, John Davis served on the board as well. Also, the selection committee, the Hall of Fame selection committee, works very hard to get the names down to get this put together. And a fair number of the selection committee members are here today. We've got John Davis, or Olivier, where's Bill Clemens? I think he went in the back. And who else is here? Debbie Faith, Jim Thompson. I think I got it right. Why don't you guys all stand up? So the rest of the selection committee. We all work pretty hard to get this figured out. We have a lot of good people to whittle down to, and it's really an honor to be able to be part of it. Okay. Sure. This is from Don Whitaker. Matt Starr. Says, "Hi Gary, I hope you're having a beautiful day back at the museum. I'm back in Minneapolis on my way to Rwanda and lost a bag that has over $1,000 in it from my trip last night. And I just learned the kids. So I didn't realize it was mine. It was a purple zipper bag, flat nylon fabric that was inside, that was by the inflatable balloon inside the college last night. And you put it on one of the 2 chairs that was right there. Do you have any way of knowing who I could contact or not be contacting to find out where this bag might be? So if anyone knows, it was last night at the at Simpson. Purple zipper bag, flat zipper bag with nylon fabric that was by the inflatable balloon inside the college. So it was inside the school. So if anyone knows where that is.
If you've seen it or anything, please, you can turn it in at the museum. Thank you.
All right. One other thing I wanted to mention is the Hall of Fame members that are here right now. I've seen a couple that are here. So Bruce Comstock, he's already in the Hall of Fame. Please stand up, Bruce. I saw Dewey Miner. There's Dewey. Stand up, Dewey Miner. And is there anyone else? All right, our first speaker that's